Hey everybody, I am Larry, your host. I'm also the peripatetic chronicler, which means I walk, I talk, I think, I philosophize. So why don't you come with me on this walk? This footage you're looking at was taken in Ireland. However, this video is about my trip to the California African American Museum in Los Angeles. Let's get into it, y'all. First up, Milton Bowens. Milton Bowens, Dr. Martin Luther King, 2006. Acrylic on Canvas, collection of the California African American Museum, gift of anonymous donors in memory of Jocelyn Bell Brown. Oakland-based artist Milton Bowens draws from the visual traditions of illustration and graffiti. His mixed media paintings employ bright, flat colors, simple shapes, and handwritten text to dynamic visual effect. They often depict well-known figures in African American history who are sources of pride, guidance, and affirmation, with the goal of offering powerful statements to African American viewers. In Dr. Martin Luther King, Bowens creates a fictional cover of People magazine featuring the civil rights leader. Instead of magazine cover headlines, Bowens includes a series of cries for action, denouncing the lack of freedom, resources, and opportunities for African Americans, pronouncements that appear to come from King himself. Next up, one of my favorites, Jeanmichel Bastet. And what would a trip to the museum be without a 109 sighting? And here it is. Kobe, let them know where they are.
You're at 109 right now.
Thank you. Do you see it? Let me get a little closer. Do you see it now? Let's get the right focus. Kobe, where are we?
You're at 109 right now.
There it is, y'all. Imagine that. On this visit to the museum, unbeknownst to me, unbeknownst to my wife, we happen upon a 10-9 sighting. Now, think about that. These exhibits change. So this exhibit probably was, well, it definitely wasn't there the last time I visited the museum. And yet, there it was. There I found myself encountering those familiar numbers once again. What a serendipitous, synchronistic moment that I was able to capture and share with you. And my lovely wife as well. Patrick Martinez, Gone Too Soon, Peachy, 2020. Bic pen, stickers, notebook paper, acrylic, and whiteout on found Peachy folder. Collection of the California African American Museum, anonymous gift. Patrick Martinez is a Los Angeles-based artist with an interest in social justice and a diverse practice that includes his Peachy series. Yellow Peachy folders were a common stationery item in the United States in the second half of the 20th century, used by students to store school papers. Instead of the white student athletes commonly depicted on the folder covers, Martinez appropriates the realistic illustration style to instead memorialize people of color who have been victims of police brutality. In this example, he pays tribute to 3 young men killed in 2020. Andres Guardado, Elijah Jovan McClain, and Sean Monterosa. Martinez depicts them surrounded by bright red roses, a common feature in the artist's work, signifying beauty and charisma. In addition to this imagery, Martinez uses text to locate his work in place and time. A cheerleader wearing a face mask holds two signs reading "Defund the Police" and "Fund Our Communities," a nod to nationwide Black Lives Matter protests in 2020 in the wake of George Floyd's murder. He also includes one of Andres Guardado's school papers with a grade of 98%, pointing to his enormous potential. With Martinez's detailed and humanizing depictions, he emphasizes the victims' individualities and their tragic loss of life. Commitment to rest and recovery. In 2016, doctors discovered a mass growing near Moore's brain. To remove the benign tumor, they performed surgery while the artist was awake. The works in this section were created after that experience. Finding it difficult to rest while convalescing, Moore tracked his recovery through intimate silver point drawings and large-scale portraits. One example, A Student's Dream, invokes the Agnew Clinic, 1889, a painting by the American realist Thomas Eakins that depicts a surgical operation and whose straightforward treatment of a body, partially nude and bloodied, was a point of great controversy at the time. A Student's Dream allows us to consider the history of exploitative and sometimes fatal practices inflicted on vulnerable populations, particularly Black people, by the Western medical establishment. The works in this section also explore concepts of rest as it relates to being in a Black body. On this day, it was a Saturday that my wife and I visited the California African American Museum, and thereafter I returned to CAAM on Wednesday, June 8th, to be a part of a discussion and symposium or panel featuring Public Enemy's Chuck D.
So we had to vacuum.
Thank you, Chuck. I think Sammy's giving us that. It's time to
Already?
go into the audience.
I would love this conversation to go on all night, but I know we have a certain time limit. We got all these beautiful people in the house with us, and so we got a few minutes for questions. And so I just want to say to the folks out there, if you're in the back area, you have a chance to come up here after this conversation and really view the beautiful artwork. Chuck, I got to tell you publicly, this work, when I first looked at this work, it is.
Arts and going back and forth. I had already toured 116 places and tours, 116 countries around. So when you tour as much as I toured,
Hey!
I'm gonna see if it's gonna charge me, but it's not then. So it's not good.
You young ladies. So you young ladies, what did you get from Mr. Chuck D?
Oh my goodness, I was in the
Do you mind if I?
class. Yeah.
You were in a class with him?
No, yeah, I was. So this is kind of the finale of the course.
Okay.
Yeah, for the
Okay.
quarter. Yeah. So what was that? 10 weeks. This is the 10th week.
Okay.
Or finals week.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, it's a lot. We covered so much, and also at the same time, not as much as we could have if it was maybe a semester or longer, but just so much, and just the questions, and each week was kind of just like a different influential person, whether it's like someone in academia, someone that's an activist, someone that's
Oh, you mean a
artist.
CAAM course?
Oh, no, at UCLA.
UCLA.
He was my professor at UCLA, yeah. I don't know if your
Chuck
thing
D?
died.
No, it's still rolling.
You sure? Oh, it's blinking.
Yeah, it's still rolling. It's still rolling. You're still on.
Yeah, no, he was a professor at UCLA this last quarter.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's that?
What is this for?
It's my personal YouTube channel.
What's your name on that?
ISEE109.
Dope.
Yeah.
What do you record? What's your content?
So it's basically I see those numbers, and I've seen them around the globe. 41 countries. I have some amazing stories about encounters with those numbers.
Yeah.
I never searched for them. They just happen to be right where I was. Like, for instance, I might ask you your birthday, and you might tell me your birthday is October 9th. And I'm like, dang, how'd that happen?
Oh, I see.
10-9.
I see 9.
Or January.
Or January 9th.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait. No.
You're like,
I'm
wait.
the 5th. I'm the 5th.
Yeah, I was like, you're close though. You're close.
4 days plus 4.
Yeah. So please check me out. 10-9.
Nice. Your ticket's gonna be like $109.
I know, right? Don't wish that on me.
Wait,
but
what? Oh,
it usually does happen exactly like that.
$1.09.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
I thought they weren't charging.
That would be wow.
So.
I don't think.
Let me see.
But it's definitely.
It's 18 bucks.
What time did you get here?
7:30. Why?
It said like 3 after 5.
They lied to us. They lied to us.
So are you on YouTube, Instagram, or what have you?
Instagram, yeah.
All right. Well, check me out on Instagram too. ISEE109.
Yes,
All right, ladies. Have a blessed evening. Thank you.
You too. Be safe.
thank you. Damn, I hate to break out like this. I know if I miss this, I'm in trouble. Hello, how are you doing? Okay. Yeah, my daughter, if you could take... I know I'm pushing. I know I'm pushing.
Thank you, Chuck. Always.
Yes, ma'am. I know. I got to roll. I got to get...
Said he had to get to LAX. He said, I got to go.
At least in front of here, it's a nice background. The sunset's still out. Come back for a photo, mijas. Gabby, come back for a photo.
Where?
Take one for the family. How you doing, my brother?
Good.
Final call news you can use. How you doing?
I'm good today, but how you doing?
All right. How did the speech go?
I showed up a little later, but I mean, it's always a blessing to hear, you know, brother speak.
Brother
and
Chuck
support.
D, man, he woke me up a long time ago.
Yes,
high
sir.
school.
Yes.
You start bringing up social issues in the rap. These dudes is missing it today. You know?
Oh yeah, with the mumble rap and not
talking about nothing but booty and party and drugs.
Yes, sir.
All right, sister. I see you, great queen. Come on over here, support a black business today.
Let me go to my car. I'm coming right back.
Yes.
All right, peace and blessings, bro.
Peace and blessings, my brother. You sure you want to take one with you? Take one with you, King.
On the wing. As an adolescent, I dreamed of big things. Climbed to the top of the mountain to see the scene. Petty wap don't want me to have anything. I'm the captain, no jet lag. Boeing jet swag. Floating to the sunset, keep the drinks coming back. She summoned me, gave me turbulence on the sink. Pretty flight attendant boarding pass.